Hello, hello. Good afternoon for those of you that are afternoon. Good morning for those who are in the morning time. Hopefully you're doing well. We've got a lot of flu going around, a lot of sickness that's happening. This flu has just been overwhelming this year. A lot of people that are suffering with sickness, not just colds, but some massive flu. Crazy stuff happening. Here in Iowa, it's very cold, and we just had I think we had at least 5 inches of snow that happened yesterday. So this morning they're clearing roads and trying to get things recovered so that we can get around a little easier and, then things kind of operate as normal today. Went to the dentist this morning for a regular checkup, and we were talking the whole time with the person who was the dental hygienist who was cleaning my teeth. We were talking about we're basically planning her vacation in Florida, and we were talking about different things to go and see and do, and the hotel that they're planning to stay at, and all of this stuff. And so here we are, had to fight the snow this morning to get there, and we were planning out this entire Florida vacation, hoping that we could be there right now. So for friends who are down in the South, I don't know, I may have to come and visit you like all winter and just stay with you all winter, because it just gets so cold sometimes that it gets exhausting. And the snow, it slows us down a little bit, but not for too long, and things are up and running again. Okay, so let's talk about Pinterest and talk about the different ways that you can make money with Pinterest. If you have questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below so that I can answer them, or comments that can be shared that might be able to help someone else. But definitely do that. Share your thoughts, share your questions, write some comments, have fun with it. Now's your time to ask questions if you can, where you have someone here that can help you, or there's other people that can help you too as well, who are starting to really grasp some of what Pinterest is capable of doing and how it can help you in your business. So let's talk about the ways that you can make money on Pinterest. And there's a lot of different ways of doing this. So Pinterest is a social media site, great for marketing of your business. I do think it's best for you to open up a Pinterest for Business account, because then you have access to the analytics to decide and test to find out what is working well and what's not working well. What do you need to do more of? So a business account is going to help you with that. It's also going to help you with running ads, running promoted pins. And so what I'm going to do is expand on that further. There is a section on promoted pins in the course, but what I'm wanting to do by the end of this month is be able to expand on that a little bit further, and maybe be able to give some updates to the promoted pin section of the course. This is a Pinterest for e-commerce course that I'm talking about for those who are in the course. If you're not in the course, definitely join us. Think about joining us there. And I want to expand on that further with some more testing and things that can be done that would be useful to you in your Pinterest marketing. So I really strongly suggest that everyone starts out organically on Pinterest, because a lot of what you do organically will work very well for you and doesn't cost you a dime. However, with that being said, there are some things that you can do with the promoted pins that can be helpful if it's a pin that's already been doing well for you up to this point. So let's talk about different ways that you can, or different things that you can use on Pinterest to make money. One of them, of course, is Amazon FBA. So if you are an Amazon FBA seller and you have products that you are selling, especially replenishable products, these would be products that you're buying wholesale or private label, you have an endless supply of this, then I would be creating pins and getting this promoted on Pinterest. You can link directly to Amazon. You can have it go to any other source if you want to. So instead of maybe linking to Amazon, or you could do all of the above. Really, I wouldn't just say I'm only going to do a pinning strategy in one direction. I think you need to try a few different pinning strategies to find out what works for you the best once you get your testing and experimentation out of the way and you get the results that come back through your analytics, then you need to do more of what works. So what's nice about, instead of pinning stuff directly from Amazon and sending traffic to Amazon, there's not a real way to track that because there is no domain that you can verify. So it's kind of tricky to know. The only way you could tell is through sales, if your sales are increasing or not. It's the only way that you could truly tell. But there could be a lot of traffic that's being driven there and you just don't know about it. So what might be a better choice would be to take that product, use the Amazon Associates program with the affiliate links where you can actually get a special tracker. You can get a tracking ID. I don't know if you know this. You can get a tracking ID through the Amazon Affiliates program, and that could be placed on a blog, a website, inside of your Shopify store, multiple places where you can use that. And then you can start to see some real traction of where is that traffic coming from? Where are these people coming from? How did I get that sale? So then you'll see more data come in and some more real results. If you send it directly to Amazon, you're not going to receive that data. It could be that you're doing things very well, but for some reason, and you're sending tons of traffic, but for some reason that pin is not converting into a sale. Well, that would be great information to know because there's things that you can do to adjust your pin, whether it be the look of the pin, how it looks. You could test out different ways of creating pins. You could test out the pin description itself. There's lots of things that you can do. So it's just like any kind of split testing. You need to rule out the things that are not working for you and put into practice the things that are working for you. So having it placed in some other area using the Amazon affiliates program with a special ID tracker could be useful for you, because then you would have a better idea of, is that traffic really coming from Pinterest? What is happening? Is it worth my time? You know, that's really what it is. Is it really worth my time? What is going on? Another one is for people who sell on eBay. So yes, I sell Amazon FBA. I used to sell on eBay. Once I realized how many more sales I get with Amazon FBA, then I decided I didn't have time to keep pursuing eBay. But I've sold a ton of stuff on eBay in the past. So I've been around the full gamut of e-commerce, of doing just about anything and everything. So eBay is a great one. If you are an eBay seller, especially if it's something that you can replenish easily, and then, yes, you can buy wholesale and sell on eBay, no problem. You could have private label products and sell them on eBay, no problem. Those are things that you can replenish. And if you have some really good sales that are happening there on eBay, consider doing some Pinterest pinning to eBay, or you can have it go to a blog or a website and then direct that traffic over to eBay. Kind of have a middleman set up in a way. And sometimes that middleman works better than if you were to send someone directly to the marketplace, to the actual product listing page itself. Another one is also where I have sold in the past, which is Etsy. I remember doing this many years ago. With my Etsy history, I remember even sewing pillows together at my table and selling those, especially during the holiday season. And I was, making crafts like that and selling them very successfully. Of course, it got to a point where it was really hard to keep up with sewing, and I was going to have to do something different. With eBay, my past history there was selling a lot of coffee mugs and t-shirts, and those were all used. They were all used before I knew anything about print on demand, before I knew anything about wholesale. So those are all evergreen products, by the way, that will always sell well. They have for the last several years that I've been doing e-commerce. They always will. It's something that people use every day, and they love to give them as gifts. So if you are an Etsy seller, these could be items that you are making yourself. It could be supplies. There's a lot of people who buy wholesale and sell supplies on Etsy for other crafters to use when putting together their items to put up for sale. Those you can definitely do well on Pinterest with, especially the do-it-yourself type projects. Those will do very, very well on Pinterest, and you can drive a lot of traffic from Pinterest over to Etsy. Okay, another one is Shopify. So I have a Shopify store. The history there is I had my own blog. That's where I actually began everything. Is I learned how to build a website using WordPress. And I learned it by just Googling. Because I had no money to buy a course. And that was the only way that I could figure this stuff out. So that's what I did. And I started thinking outside the box of what could I do now with this blog to earn some extra income. And I began creating some small ebooks. And with those ebooks, I would sell them in my blog or on my website. I got to a point where I had so many of them that the space was running out of where to put them. And if you're familiar with WordPress, it can get really difficult to space out your pictures and get your pictures lined up with your buy buttons. I mean, back then I was using eJunkie, which was the quickest and easiest way for me to sell digital products. And I was using that because I noticed that other people were using it too, like Darren Rouse over at ProBlogger, years ago. There wasn't very many options back then. Sendowl wasn't even invented yet. It wasn't even a thing quite yet. So there wasn't that many options of ways to sell digital products. So it was kind of a revolutionary concept. And I was experimenting with that, creating ebooks, selling them. And I got to a point where I was running out of space in order to place them well on the website or on the blog. And I needed a better shopping cart system, something easier to run. So I started Googling and doing research, and I discovered Shopify. Went to Shopify, absolutely loved it. I was able to sell my digital download products there easily, hooking up an app. And I had tried a couple different ones at the time. They both worked well for me. Again, this was before Sendowl was ever created, before it was even a thought. And I did that very, very well. And I started to use those digital downloads as leads into my store. So every month I would give one away for free. And I would tell people on my email list that here's the one that's going to be for free this month. They would rush into the store to get that free item, but they would always walk out with other things that they purchased in their shopping cart. So it was a great loss leader. And I need to get back into doing more of that again because it works beautifully. It helps people get what they need as well. So then I use that as a way to not only get people on my mailing list to build an email list, which was, a fairly new concept back then. We're talking a few years ago. We're talking 6 years ago. Okay. An email list, building an email list 6 years ago. We hear about it a lot more today than what we did then. And I began telling them, hey, if you want to sign up to be on my email list, you're going to get a free download every month. So people would. They would sign up on the email list all the time. And how I was able to keep them on the email list without unsubscribing was that every month they knew they would get something else that would be for free. They would get something of value, in other words. And it was just a small, short little ebook that was helpful to them. It was useful, and they would download it, they would print it out, but they would always go shopping for other things too. So that was my beginning journey of Shopify. Now I do other stuff. I sell physical products in the Shopify store, including print on demand. So I've expanded since then, and it's been a long road. Now Shopify has this integration with Pinterest, which has caused me to really look at Pinterest closer in the last 2 years and to not just pass it by. And what was a new integration that happened a couple of years ago was called Buyable Pins. Shopify has this integration with Pinterest where your pins of your products from your Shopify store can actually be purchased right inside of Pinterest. People do not have to leave Pinterest in order to shop your store, basically. It's like putting your entire store on Pinterest is what it is. It's a pretty cool concept. And it runs through that whole shopping cart system that Shopify provides. So that's when I really started to pay attention to Pinterest. I thought, this is amazing. And I was doing other things. I was using other areas, running Facebook ads. I was spending marketing money, trying to figure out how I could get more sales. The entire time I was getting some organic sales, right, that were coming straight from Pinterest. Now, how do you know that? Is because your Shopify analytics will tell you of where those sales are coming from. So you need to pay attention to your analytics inside of Shopify. If you have a Shopify store, you need to download the Shopify app, because that actually tells you even better where they came from after that purchase. So pay attention to those details, and then you need to start doing more of what works. So Shopify can be a great, great resource. You can put in your own products. You can use print on demand. You can also use affiliate products in Shopify. There's some great apps that some new ones that just came out in the last year where you can put in affiliate products. So you can promote other people's stuff and fill your entire store with it, which is great. Not only is it helping you, but it's helping other people with their businesses too. So there's tons and tons of opportunity, which is Shopify alone. So every one of these provides huge opportunity where your stuff can get seen on Pinterest. And the people that are hanging out on Pinterest, a lot of them are window shoppers or buyers. So they're going to take action on this. Okay, after Shopify is affiliate marketing. And a lot of people may think that affiliate marketing is dead, that it just doesn't work, or you're just going to get pennies on the dollar. It's not. I'm telling you, you can do very well with this. You need to have a good plan in place to know how you're going to do this. You need to seek out the companies that will give you the higher commissions. Okay. So yes, you can use the Amazon Associates program. It is lower commissions. However, it is very, very trusted. Lots of people shop on Amazon anyways. And many times when people click through your affiliate links, if they go and purchase anything, it doesn't have to be the item that you linked it to. If they purchase anything within a certain day period of time, that's what's called your cookie window, then you receive the commission of that sale. So affiliate marketing is still very much alive and well. And it's something that I'm going to be incorporating in more of through this next year. I did some experimenting with it in the last 6 months and saw myself doing very well with it. And I thought, okay, I need to get back to this, because this is an area, another stream of income that you're building where you don't need to buy inventory. You're not shipping these products to customers. You're not dealing with customer orders. It's very much where you do your work and then you drive traffic to it and then you reap the reward. But that can happen and occur multiple times. So you do the work once and then you can receive tons and tons of commissions that happen all the time. So with affiliate marketing, you really want to talk about and promote the things that you really do love, the things that you have experience with, the things that you have actually done. Okay, so if there is a course out there that has really helped you, then you want to share that, and you could share that with your affiliate link. I don't recommend that you promote anything that you haven't actually tried or that you don't love, because people will be able to tell. They'll be able to tell if you're being true and genuine, and you're going to lose their trust. You're going to lose your audience. So never do that. You don't want to come across as being slimy. And that's why affiliate marketing sometimes has a really bad rap, is because there's a lot of people who do come across in that way. They're really just looking for money. They're not truly looking to help people. Now, if you are genuinely helping people, there's nothing wrong with you being compensated for that. There's nothing wrong with that, with sharing your knowledge. And in return, people are happy to pay you money for it. Just the same reason for why they would want to take a course that you create is because, wow, there's a lot that I can learn from you. I am willing to pay for the course. Or maybe they take you out to dinner and they say, I'm willing to pay for your time. Okay, so there's something very, very similar happening with affiliate marketing. Services. You may not realize with the services, you can offer a lot of different things that is considered services. So maybe you are offering consulting services. Maybe it's services to help somebody with their business in some way. Maybe it is providing let's see, products for them. So in the print-on-demand world, people do services of creating designs for you. It could be that you do marketing for someone else. It could be that you teach them through an hour of coaching. It could be, there's other areas besides e-commerce where services would work. There's people in other fields that are service fields where that does well on Pinterest also. Anything from local businesses where they offer services to online services, things that are being offered online. All of that does very well on Pinterest, and you can create a website or a landing page that talks about your services that you offer and promote that on Pinterest. They do very well. People do respond to that well, and they will take advantage of what you have to offer. Digital products, we touched on this just a bit, and I've been very successful with that. And I think it's just because I like to write. I enjoy writing. I started out by writing, and I was writing about music, and it's helped a lot of people. And I want to get back to that again, because I still see the comments pouring in all the time from people saying, thank you for explaining this to me so easily. I've been taking this college course, and it's been difficult for me to understand. Thank you for using plain language in order to describe what this means. And with the digital products, then when you are writing, you can turn that into a book, and it could be self-published. And if you do it self-published, you're going to end up with more money than what you would with a traditional publisher. Either way is okay. It doesn't matter if it's a traditional published or self-published, but we live in a time when anybody can be published now, and you can publish it yourself, and everyone has something to say. Everybody has a story to tell. Everyone has something that they can teach somebody else. And we all have something that we can learn from someone else. So take the time to write and put your thoughts down on paper. You may find out that you have several ebooks, or maybe it's a course that you could put together. And when you promote those on Pinterest, people are interested. They enjoy that very much and like that very much. Okay. After that, let's talk about print on demand. So I got into print on demand a little while ago, back in 2016, when Merch by Amazon first came onto the scene. And I was able to get an account approved. And that was not at the very beginning stages, but a few months later when you had to actually get approval for the account. In the beginning, they were doing automatic approvals when it was real brand new. And then after that, with a rush of people, they had to start doing approvals for those accounts. So I got in, and I thought, how in the world am I going to get these designs done? So I hired a designer to help me and started testing that out, and it's very lucrative. It's done very well. And since then have expanded print on demand out into different areas, including inside of my Shopify store, Merch by Amazon, and then there's some other ones here, and I can share with you what they are. So these all do well. It doesn't matter what print on demand company you use. If you use Merch by Amazon, this stuff does do well on Pinterest. People are searching for buying t-shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies. These are evergreen products. They're never going to go away. I have sold t-shirts by buying them used and washing them up and selling them on eBay. And then I got to a point where I was buying them wholesale by the case loads and selling them on Amazon FBA. And then print on demand and Merch by Amazon was even better because I didn't have to have such a big risk of buying inventory. And I was able to do well with all of it. You know, by selling a used t-shirt, I did well with it. I made good money. I was selling new t-shirts straight from the manufacturer, even was able to get licensed products legitimately straight from the manufacturer. I did enormously well with that, with Amazon FBA. So I knew once Merch by Amazon happened and understanding the concept of print on demand that this was a home run. It was a hit because t-shirts are an evergreen product. They've been around for decades. They always will be. And people buy them and use them probably more than any other type of clothing out there. So it's very lucrative. Another one to think about here is Redbubble. Redbubble has a lot of good organic traffic. And if you are using your designs in Merch by Amazon, you can turn around and use those same designs in Redbubble without a problem. That's what I'm doing. Have only kind of just started getting them in Redbubble, and I'm already seeing some sales come in. Most of the sales that come in on Redbubble are coming from other countries. So for example, yesterday there was a sale that happened in Ireland, and today it was Australia. A sale came in. So I know that I need to get more of those in Redbubble. The clothing sells very well. There's other things too that Redbubble has that sells well. Stickers is another big one. I've sold a lot of cards and postcards as well there. And you kind of get to know each of these print-on-demand companies. But Redbubble has their own affiliate program. It's inside of Share a Sale. And you can promote your Redbubble stuff with an affiliate link on Pinterest. Not only are you going to capture the affiliate percentage, but you can also capture the actual commission or royalty fee that you receive if they actually purchase one of your products. So you're going to double dip there and have a double win for yourself. If you go to Share a Sale, sign up for the Redbubble program with the affiliate program. You can promote your own stuff and other people's stuff. And then, of course, load up your own designs inside of Redbubble. So that's a great, great resource that I highly recommend. I've had sales there, and I'm scaling that up this year. Okay, another one that is often overlooked is Sunfrog. And I think that people in the merch world, print-on-demand world, don't talk about it as much because it's not as good for organic sales, meaning organic traffic where you don't have to drive the traffic. But for those of you who don't mind driving your traffic using Pinterest, this actually could be more lucrative for you than many of the other print-on-demand opportunities. You receive 40% of the commission of any item that you sell on Sunfrog. You don't even have to have your own designs in Sunfrog. This is selling anything, other people's products in Sunfrog. You receive a 40% commission. So it's quite lucrative. And if you sell your own design, you're going to receive 45%. So what does that mean? I can easily get $7 or $8 profit off of a sweatshirt if it is my design. If someone else sells my design and they receive the 40%, I receive a 5% artist commission. That's what's unique about it. So someone else can go in and sell my stuff for me, and I'm receiving this nice little passive income, which is really cool. So if you are willing to do a little bit of work on Pinterest, Sunfrog could be lucrative. And again, you can list your affiliate link, your Sunfrog affiliate link, directly on Pinterest. That is okay to do. Pinterest does not have a problem with affiliate links. The only issue is with the Amazon Associates program. Pinterest is not one of their approved providers. So do not use your affiliate link from Amazon directly on Pinterest. That's the only thing. You really need to place that somewhere else in a blog and a website, Shopify store, someplace else, and then promote that onto Pinterest. All right, with that being said, another opportunity that is often overlooked in the e-commerce world is blogging. It does very well. Sorry, I have to have a little sip of hot chocolate just to get through. Blogging is a very lucrative opportunity. You can put your own products in your blog. You can do affiliate marketing in your blog, and you can run ads. So this is new learning that I'm going to start doing in March, and learning how to further monetize my own blog of what I've started years ago, and what else I could do with it. Because, all of these years I've just been writing for the sake of writing, and I haven't really monetized it that much. And I think that there's a lot that I'm missing. So I'm going to be doing some deep learning more about that. And then I'll be able to share some things with you later on about that journey and how that's working and how that's going. So that's something where your blog is your own piece of real estate that you own. And you can have multiple ways of earning an income there with blogging. It is basically marketing, blogging is, and those blog articles do quite well on Pinterest. People love to read those articles. Okay, another one that I just discovered in the last month is called Steemit. It is kind of like a social media site where people are interacting with each other, but it's also kind of like a mini blog where you can write these posts. It's a little bit different in that way. It's sort of like, and then you can curate. You can actually curate people's stuff too, which is interesting. I think that's their Pinterest influence. And I've noticed a lot of these other social media sites and even Google are taking influences from Pinterest, things that Pinterest have found to work really well that people love. So for example, I don't know if you ever paid attention, but when you do an image search on Google, you're going to see these buttons at the very top under the search bar that looks an awful lot like Pinterest. Guess where they came up with that concept? They stole it from Pinterest. So with Steemit, it's kind of similar in that way, except it's sort of like you're writing a blog post without having your own blog. So you don't really need your own blog, but you can write stuff, and then you get paid for what you write automatically. You don't have to do an affiliate link. You don't have to link to a product that you want to sell. You just get paid. And if other people who read your article find value in it, they give you an upvote. The more upvotes you get, the more money that you earn. So you actually earn money just by writing, which is, it's kind of interesting. I did like 2 or 3 little posts on there to see what was going on. And people will go in and they'll start following you. You need to interact with them as well. And they'll begin to upvote your stuff. Every time that you get that upvote, you get a few more cents earned. When you have enough money, you can cash that out. And I am able to create a Pinterest pin and include a Pinterest pin at the bottom of that post on Steemit. Then what I do is I take that and I share it on Pinterest. So if you can take something on Steemit and share it out to Pinterest, it will stay there forever. Guess what? Those people are going to start upvoting once they become familiar with Steemit. They're going to start upvoting that as well for you, and you're going to be able to earn even more money on Steemit than if you were to just rely on the people who are already using the platform. So it's another thought or another idea, something to play around with. Right now, I'm just in the beginning stages of testing this to see what the possibilities are. But it's quite fascinating. Think of it as writing mini blog posts over there, and you don't have to have a blog of your own. It's just kind of a fun way to share stuff that you know and that you've learned that could be lucrative for you, especially when you share it on Pinterest. And of course, this is often overlooked, but you can build your email list using Pinterest. So there are people who go to my blog and every week they sign up on my email list. I have it placed, that says sign up on my email list for discounts in the store. If you're giving away something for free, you can share that. They will sign up on your email list. I have that as a spot in the profile of Pinterest too, of my account on Pinterest, is go here to sign up to be on the email list. And they do. They just do every single week. You can have a landing page where you have an email opt-in and you can give away something for free. So this could be a digital download product, basically a PDF document that you're giving away for free. And people will sign up on your email list. They will go to your opt-in page to do that. And people on Pinterest do truly follow through with that kind of stuff. So if you are looking to build your email list, don't discount Pinterest, because it can be a great resource for being able to build up your email list very easily. Okay. All right. So then here is a comment, which is awesome, about the Amazon affiliate marketing on 2017 with the Amazon affiliate program. Yes, it is a good one to start with. Many people like to start with Amazon Associates with their affiliate program because people just know Amazon well. Amazon has built a lot of trust over the years, and so you can use that and associate it with your own business. And what will happen over time is people will associate the trust they have with Amazon to the trust that they have with your business and what you have to offer. So you can leverage all of that, and it will work for you and it will help you. Just definitely only promote things that you believe in, things that you love. Share why. Why do you love it? Why do you like it? Why is it that you think it's great? Why choose this one? Be genuine, be transparent, and be honest. And people do appreciate that. They do like to have a resource to go to quickly to make decisions. So if you have a blog or website, or if you have a Shopify store, you can create collections, or there's other places where you can put these gift guides together, or collections or kits together, and promote those. They do extremely well on Pinterest, and you can use your affiliate links. So it could be a project that you're wanting to put together, and here's all the stuff that I bought to make this project. Or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It could be, here are some birthday gifts for a 16-year-old girl, okay? People go to Pinterest to look for those ideas because they really don't know, what am I going to buy? Her birthday's coming up. I need some ideas. So Pinterest is that idea center, and then they save those pins to act on later and say, hey, you know what? That's a great idea. I think I'm going to save that pin, and I'm going to come back to it later, and I may go and purchase all of those things. That's going to help save me a lot of time and effort. So they kind of like to have it done for them. They want you to curate the best of the best and share that and have it done for them. They appreciate that. And you can, if you are using an affiliate link, write in the Pinterest URL link, which you're allowed to do, with the exception of the Amazon Associates program. Then you want to share on your pin description that it is an affiliate link. And you could put the # AFF or # ad or # affiliate, or just say affiliate link, or here's my referral link. But you, according to the Federal Trade Commission standard, we do have to state that it is an affiliate link, and you're telling people that if you purchase through my link, I will receive a percentage of the sale. So you have to disclose that information. That is federal law. So make sure that you definitely do that. I think nowadays people understand what affiliate links are, and they don't care. They don't mind. They don't mind. It does not bother them to make a purchase through an affiliate link versus a regular link. They really don't mind. It's as long as it's serving them and their purposes, they don't mind that you receive a small commission for your work and for your effort. In fact, it's a way that they can say thank you for your time and your effort and being able to help them. So, people think of it in different ways, but if you are serving your customer, they have no problem. They have no problem whatsoever, and they are very thankful for it. All right, I don't see any questions or comments, but those are just a few ways that you can start out making money on Pinterest. Down the road, I may go into a little bit more detail about each one of those, but don't overlook Pinterest and the power that it has to drive traffic to not just products that you are selling. It could be your own products, but it could also be someone else's products that you absolutely love as well. Lots of possibilities here. Think about it. Maybe what you want to do is take the time to write out a list and start thinking now about how can I leverage Pinterest and the traffic that can be drawn to these places where I can increase my income throughout this next year. And you're serving people, you're helping people. So I challenge you to do that, and then, share it if you want. Drop it down in the comments later and share it. I will come back and read all of those later. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Stay warm, stay well, and we'll talk again later.